Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Proven and Probable. I'm Maurice Jackson. We're delighted to have you here today as we plan to have an action-packed interview highlighting Riverside Resources. If you're interested in a company that has a robust portfolio that involves joint ventures, royalties, spin-outs, rare earth metals, and high-grade gold and copper, then you're in the right place. Joining us for a conversation to share the latest exciting developments coming from Riverside Resources, where knowledge is golden, is Dr. John Mark Staude. Dr. Staude, welcome to the show.
Maurice, great to be on the show. Thank you.
Well, great to have you on the program, sir, as Riverside Resources has a number of exciting catalysts coming out of Canada and Mexico. Before we delve into the exciting news you have for us, Dr. Staude, for someone new to the investment proposition, please introduce Riverside Resources.
Riverside Resources is a mineral exploration company working in Canada, Mexico. We have royalties, we have joint ventures, and we have high-quality assets. We also have cash. We have over $6 million cash. We're in a great position. We've been going for 17 years. Riverside is a great investment.
Dr. Staude, let's begin today in Mexico, and let's go on to the Cecilia Gold-Silver Project, where Riverside Resources has some significant news for shareholders involving an earn-in option with Mid-Tier Producer Fortuna Silver. Sir, what can you share with us?
We are so excited. This is a great deal for Riverside. Getting to work with a producer working in Mexico, where they are now optioning our Cecilia project. Cecilia is a large dome, the right type of geology that can host giant gold systems. Similar deposits in Peru and Bolivia have 25 big deposits, and we really like in Mexico some of the large deposits. So the Cecilia project is an excellent asset. Having Fortuna, who is a well-developed corporation, a producing company, to come and do mineral exploration where they'll spend $3.75 million US in the ground and pay us $150,000 in cash and do the work with us operating is a great way to get them to 51% as an option earn-in. For us, it's a great deal. It helps us progress our portfolio of projects, helps us move this project ahead with drilling in the first year. We're so excited to be working with Fortuna Silver.
Dr. Staude, give us a behind-the-scenes perspective here. What attracted Fortuna Silver to the Cecilia? And you referenced exploration drilling will begin. When will that begin there, sir?
Riverside has been working in Mexico for over a decade and a half, for over 15 years. I think that Fortuna first off liked our expertise. They realized we were able to get permits. We were able to get drilling. We were able to get titles, and they saw that we're competent. I think the second thing they liked was technically. The project is large scale. It's over 60 square kilometers. That's a big project area. It has big potential for big discoveries. And there are comparable deposits in Mexico that are giant, over 800 million ounces of silver, for example, in the Piteria project in Durango is very similar. So I think they saw the geological potential, the operational potential, and we had all the permits. Those three things really fit for Fortuna, and for us, it makes a great partnership with them.
Well, Dr. Staude, allow me to be the first to say congratulations. This transaction with Fortuna Silver alone exceeds the market cap for Riverside. This is a big feather in your cap and another demonstration of your business and your geological acumen. I want to go back to the NSR that was included in the earn-in option, as royalties are powerful financial instruments. For someone new to royalties, what are the benefits of a net smelter royalty, and how does commodity price optionality impact the potential revenue upside for Riverside?
For Riverside, we have over 14 royalties. The royalties, including royalties on this project, on the Cecilia project, but overall. But what happens with royalties is you don't have to put up your money. You actually can get a percentage. A net smelter, you get a percent of the production value that's come out of a mine and what's been come out as the net, not the profit, just the net of what's operating. So that's fabulous. As the share prices are valued, you can really see that it's great to own these type of things. Now, as the metal prices go up, the margins go up. That's more income to the company. So Riverside's in a great position to have royalties, and we have an entire royalty portfolio. Riverside has worked to develop that royalty portfolio, not by buying them, but by generating them. Through our different work, through our technical acumen, we get projects, and then we get partners to progress the projects, and we keep a royalty. It's a great business model, and as metal prices go up, the value of the royalties go up exponentially. It's a really great business approach.
Now, before we move to Canada, are there any further updates we can expect from Mexico this year?
Most definitely. We have 3 great projects. We're so excited about what we're talking about, Cecilia. But we also have the Union project, and that's awesome. And the guys will be in the field later this month. We'll have news flow coming. We really like the Union project. The other thing is porphyry coppers. They are giant, and the world needs critical metals. And Riverside has got very large, excellent copper projects that we've worked on with the world's major copper companies like BHP, like Antofagasta. Riverside has these giant projects for copper. So we'll definitely see in 2024 news flow for copper as well as for the Union project. So we have 3 different major catalysts coming on stream in 2024 for Riverside in Mexico. We're super excited.
Well, that certainly is a lot to be excited about. Let's move on to Canada, where Riverside Resources hosts 6 highly prospective polymetallic projects. Dr. Staude, take us on to the Pachette project, where Riverside just announced 21 grams of gold.
We really like, in fact, right behind me on this scene here is the picture from Pachette. Pachette is a wonderful place out in Ontario where we have high-grade gold, over 21 grams per ton, a high-grade gold on the surface. Previous drilling as well had half an ounce of gold in the drilling there. And overall, we see the whole district is very rich. Also, Ross Beatty Equinox Gold is building the 4th largest open-pit gold mine in all of Canada. The Equinox Gold Mine, that's their Greenstone Gold, is going to be huge in Geraldton, and Riverside is close to it with our Pachette project. It's about neighborhood, about high grade, about great infrastructure. We love that project, and we're so excited to be owning that 100% as Riverside and be moving forward in 2024 at the Pachette project. It's going to have great results. We're really excited.
Well, Dr. Staude, Riverside Resources portfolio also contains rare earth metals, which are usually germane in China. Your team has discovered rare earth metals, or elements, I should say, how do you pronounce that? Is that Eli or Eli?
So we have found them at the Rebel project in Revelstoke. And the thing we like about the rare earth elements is that they're rare. The other thing is that it gives Canada and North America something to compete with against China. Currently, over 90% of the world's rare earths are produced and coming from China. So the world, particularly North America, needs to be more self-sufficient, self-reliant. So Riverside, during last year, 2023, went to our databases, did our research, knowledge is golden, went after that, and we acquired good projects like the Revelstoke project and Rebel. Rebel is a great project. We're very excited about it. And in 2024, our team will be back out in the field following it up. It's the type of geology similar to China is a carbonate. Those type of deposits can be very large and very rich. So we're so excited to have located one in British Columbia where we can drive to it, where we can easily access, and where we can have secure potential flow of metals that would feed the Canadian and overall North America markets rather than being dependent upon other countries. It's a really important step to critical metals, and Riverside's leading the way.
Now, in terms of news flow, when might shareholders receive the next set of updates?
Right now we're in winter time, and so as we come forward into the spring, we'll have news flow. We have news flow, of course, about our work with Cecilia. We also have work in Mexico going, so we'll have news flow. But in Canada, we're really excited about Pachette and also about Rebel. You also mentioned the Eli project. The Eli project is gold, and so we see news flow during the spring from Eli as well. So we have a whole bunch of projects moving ahead as a project generator. We've generated these projects, and now we're working to develop partnerships on those. So we're really excited about the coming more deals for Riverside Resources and having the royalties. We're bundled up with excitement, really good potential for this year for Riverside.
Speaking of deals, Dr. Staude, a few years ago, Riverside Resources conducted a spin-out on one of his projects with Capitan Silver, which was a jackpot for Riverside shareholders as they received free shares in Capitan Silver, along with about a 30% increase in the share price. Is there a possibility that Riverside may have a spin-out this year?
There is a good possibility, and that one would be called Blue Jay, and we're working on that now. And so basically, we just finished the PDASD conference, and we have the portfolio of Ontario, including Pachette. So we're right now going to our AGM, and we're moving through the process. We've completed a technical report about the Bichette project and working to structure deals. So we really look forward to 2024 to push ahead with that, and that'd be a great catalyst again. Riverside has helped form 8 companies out of Riverside over the last 15 years, and that's awesome. And this one would be very exciting. We're not exactly sure about the financing and everything, but the market is coming back right now. And when the market's back, we're ready to go. You got to have everything lined up. It's kind of like going to NASCAR. Driver, start your engines. We're ready to go. We're going to push that button and off to the race with Blue Jay. We're super excited on that potential.
I love the analogy and the energy, sir. All right, leaving the project site, let's look at some numbers. Dr. Staude, please provide the capital structure for Riverside Resources.
We've really worked hard. Capital is so important. Only 75 million shares out. No rollbacks, no warrants, no debt. That's a very tight structure for going 17 years. That's a great position. And in terms of cap, we have over $6 million cap. That's Canadian. That's in a good, solid, in long-term holdings. Not just shares, but that's actually cash. We have shares as well. So Riverside's in a great financial position, a good share structure, a large amount of cash, no debt. We're really doing well as Riverside.
And also noteworthy to mention that you are also one of Rick Rule's favorite companies, as every year you're one of the exhibitors at the Sprott and now the Rules Symposium. I'm looking forward to seeing you there as well this year, sir. And I am also, for the record, I am a proud shareholder going on about 7 years. And I don't believe I've ever sold a share. So I thank you for being a good steward to us as a shareholder. And I love the value proposition, and I'm glad to have you back on the program. Now, before we close, Dr. Staude, what would you like to say to shareholders?
Well, we really appreciate it. Maurice, you haven't sold a share, and I haven't either. I'm a major shareholder. This is my largest shareholding, and super excited. The ability to do spin-outs is wonderful. Having partners and working on the Fortuna deal here has been great, and we're really looking forward to the Cecilia. This video here is fabulous, and we really look forward to anyone coming and visiting our website. That's RIVRES.com.
For the record, I forgot to mention all 3 of my sons are shareholders. And as you know, Bryce has his biggest strategic position long-term in Riverside. So he's delighted that you're back on the program here. Now, last question, sir. What did I forget to ask?
Well, you've done a good job, but I think the key thing is, when will we get the results going on Cecilia? And so we definitely see that the guys are in the field today. Right now, we're out in the field. It's so cool. I'm here doing this, and they're out breaking rock. We definitely see that in the next 2 months, we'll have results coming out, and we're super excited to be moving ahead, not just with drilling, but with exploration at the Cecilia project. Having partner funding, moving ahead in Mexico is fabulous. So we're really excited about that. I think this is a really key point for Riverside, along with the rest of the royalty portfolio.
Dr. Staude, it's been a pleasure speaking with you today. Wishing you and Riverside Resources the absolute best, sir.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
The information presented on Proven and Probable is provided for educational and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information is not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, or trading advice, or any other advice. You should not make any financial, investment, or trading decision based on any of the information presented without first undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or competent financial advisor.